Hello folks, Junkie Rock 13 here, everything vaping related, it's Junkie Rock 13. My real name is Ross Sanders, and today I'm bringing you a look at the Pheonix Rebuildable Atomizer. This is the extra large or the mega version of the Pheonix. Here is the standard size Pheonix and the extra large. A little difference in size, a little difference in design and style. I'm going to take a close look at it, see how it vapes, and I do have a little contest giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned, keep watching, and see what I got. Let's get right to it. Alrighty folks, here we go. Here is a close-up of the Pheonix Rebuildable Atomizer. Now this is the extra large or the mega size, however you want to call it, or whatever the vendor is calling it. Here is a standard size Pheonix. So you will notice that there is a little difference in size. Okay, now the air hole in this device has been modded to 1/16 of an inch. I did drill that out, or 1.5 millimeters. And I'm just gonna take this off and show you that the drip tip connection is a 510 drip tip, just like the other Pheonix Atomizer, but this one has a squared off flat top, okay, where this one was slanted in. All right, taking it apart, the top section, now there is a little condensation in there because I just rinsed it off. Now there is a discussion on the material of this device. I don't believe it is stainless steel, but I have not seen any yellow or any gold on the inside of here to tell me any different, so I'm not 100% sure of the material. Over here where the threading is, you will notice that there is a little yellow there, so this may be a brass plated material in here. Standard 510 connection underneath. This section right here, you notice that there is some grooves right there, does come apart, and I will show you what's underneath. This portion right here is a whole separate section. The bottom center pin over here is attached to this plate right here, so it is adjustable in the sense where it can be moved if you need to move it, but once you put it on, by tightening it down, the positive pin will go down as far as you push it in. So if you wanted to have the pin depressed in a little more right there, for whatever reason, the center pin on your device might be a little pushed out, you can do so. Okay, I'm going to show you how I set up this device. There is a nice large deep well in here that can hold a bunch of juice. So what I do in making a wick for this device, I just have a piece of 3.5 millimeter silica. And I will grab some 32 gauge Kanthal off the spool. Whoops. Give me 1 second, folks. I don't want it to all unspool on me. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a little piece of Kanthal. And what I have been doing for devices like this is actually making a little loop like that, and starting out by putting the Kanthal in between both of them and wrapping these two pieces together. Now I'm not going to put that many wraps around this because it is a thick section of silica, because it is 3.5 millimeters. So I'm only going to put about 2.5 to 3 wraps around there to keep my resistance semi-low. Okay, now you don't want these touching each other. But in doing so, I wanted to make sure that you left some longer little ears off the silica. So now I am going to take my little... Okay, don't start barking now that I'm on video. Loosen these up. And place one in the hole on this side. Come all the way through and tighten down that screw. Grab the wrong screwdriver. There we go. And now I'm going to put this through on the other side. So I'm actually put it through on that side. And I will put the wick through the middle of the device, like so. Okay. And just tighten it down. And break off any excess wire that you may have. Okay. Now you can cut off some of these pieces of silica. Okay. All right. Now the extra silica that you do have here, you can kind of push it into the well of the device, so it will absorb any liquid that gets put down in there. But you don't want to put too much silica down in there, because you want to be able to put juice in there. You want to be able to fill it with juice. So there is my little loop set up. Now let me just grab my device. Okay, so I just grab my Pravari and put it on the Pravari and test the resistance. Okay, that'll be see that. 1.6 ohms. Okay. And make sure that there is no shorts on here. The wires are not touching each other. There we go. Pretty nice. I'll just drop a few drops of juice on there. Okay. And there we go. Alright. So now, I'm just going to tuck that in there. And put the top cap back on. And my drip tip. Alright. Now I'm going to fill this up with some juice. And I'm gonna put in a bunch of juice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna put 20 drops of juice, let it set in for a minute, and then we'll vape it. So there is the Pheonix extra large rebuildable atomizer. See how it vapes and see what I think about it. Alright, so there you go. There is the close-up of the Pheonix Mega or Pheonix Extra Large. The one thing that I will say that is different from the standard size is the capacity of the juice that it holds. Now, because it has that nice deep little well for extra juice, I usually, when I put a new wick and coil in it, started out with about 20 drops. When I start to get dry hits, I put in about 10 to 12 to 15 drops, but it usually lasts me pretty well. I'm not one for dripping all the time, taking my bottle, dripping about 3 or 4 drops, and then vaping a couple of hits, and then dripping some more. It's too much work for me. I do like the way drippers perform, but I'd rather have a tank or a Genesis atomizer or a dripper like this that holds some more juice than 4 or 5 drops. I have this set at 3.9 volts, and it is a 1.6 ohm resistant coil. Let's see how it vapes. I am vaping some Tutti Frutti 50/50 blend from High Desert Vapes. Let's see what we got. Vapor production is great. Throat hit is wonderful. Flavor's great. This rebuildable atomizer I have been impressed with. There have been a few rebuildables that have not been, or they don't perform the way I thought they would have, but for an inexpensive rebuildable dripping atomizer, the Pheonix, the standard one, is a decent device. The air hole is a little bit smaller. That's why I bored mine out to 1/16 or 1.5 millimeters. It gives it more airflow, which in turn gives it more vapor production. Now, this does come standard with, I believe, a 1 millimeter air hole. So if you do have one of these and you are not getting the vapor production that you like or that you would like to see, you can open up the air hole, but you will have a more airier or less constricted vape. performs great. The Pheonix Rebuildable Mega Extra Large, or whatever the specific vendor is calling it. In my eyes, it's a great device, inexpensive, and if you're looking for a rebuildable, you can't beat it. So I'm doing a giveaway for one of these Pheonix Mega Rebuildables. It is still in the package, has not been opened. I believe it does come pre-set up, but usually when I get them pre-set up, I usually take that wick and coil right out and put my own setup in it. Now, it's not going to be the same setup as the hoop with the little extra ears that are flowing down into the bottom well. It'd probably just be a standard little piece of wick with some coil around it. So how to enter this giveaway: you have to be subscribed to this YouTube channel and comment on this video. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think about this device. I'll give it 2 weeks from today, and then I will close all entries. Anybody can enter anywhere around the world, as long as you're 18 years old or older. I believe that's it. 2 weeks, and I will do a random generator and pull a lucky winner out and send this out to somebody. So thank you all for watching. Be kind to one another and keep on vaping, everybody.